Dropbase is a new way for developers to build internal tools and back office operations software with AI. It combines the convenience of a drag and drop builder with the flexibility of code. So you can build apps really fast with a small learning curve, but without the frustration of existing pre-AI, low code, no code platforms. Let's say that I wanted to build an app that helps me look up all my customers from my production database. And then for any one of those customers, I can see their corresponding orders. And what I can do is I could select one of those orders and maybe I can click a button and it will just send that order to an email or to my Slack channel. So let's see how we can do that. Let's start building our first app. To do that, click on Create App, give it a name, and hit Enter. By default, we'll add a table component and a widget component, but we'll need a few more components to build our full app. To start building, you can click on this button or hit Command K, and we start adding prompts to our UI. So first, let's add some nice labels. So label table 1 as customers, and then add a new table, and we'll label that one as orders. There's a few things we need. We need to add an input to the header of table 1. This will be used to search table 1. And finally, let's just add a button to the widget. And label it as, let's say, send order message. Let's generate this part of the UI, part of the app. Okay, let's click on preview here and see what we have. So we have two tables, one for customers, one for orders. In the first table, I have a search bar here, and I have a button here where I can use to trigger a message with the order selected to an email or a particular Slack channel. So now that we have the UI, let's start building our logic behind this, or function code. To do that, you can go back to the generate code prompt and click on function. And we can do this component by component or action by action, or you can try to do some of these all at once. So let's say select everything from users and into table 1, use the users in my demo DB, so it's aware of your data sources. Then you can do select everything from orders into table 2, use the orders table in my demo DB. And so just like that, we should be able to have data into these two tables. Let's start with this first. Let's click on generate. The way Dropbase works is that we'll generate the required code, and you can review it, edit it, and if it looks good, you can approve changes, and the changes will be automatically made into your app. In this case, everything looks good. It looks like I have to select everything from users here and select everything from orders. If I approve changes, the changes are made immediately into the app, and you can see that the apps start to build out. You can also drag and drop to adjust the size of these components. And you can click on preview to see the app. So now we have a customers table with customers data and orders table with order data. So here you can commit these columns so that you can use them in your function code, as I'll show you in a bit. So now that we have two tables, it would be nice if I clicked on a particular row in the customers table, that it would filter my orders table to just show me the orders associated with that user. To do that, we can go back to the prompt and we'd say, when a user selects a row in table 1, filter table 2 based on the user ID in the selected row. Let's try to see if this works. Okay, so it looks like the code is right here. If a user on row change, it'll select the row and make an update into table 2. So if I approve changes, the changes are made, and I can just preview my app. And now if I select this row, it'll filter the second table by that. If I select this row, it'll filter the second table by that. So far so good. So I'm able to get a list of customers, filter my orders, and now all I need to do is implement search and implement this button so that I can trigger a message for someone on Slack with information about the order. So let's go back to edit and let's implement search. So go back to the function and let's say when user submits data into search input, filter table 1 using the value entered, filter any column using value entered, filter applies to any column in table 1, including partial searches, substrings, and case insensitive. If a user clears the input values, just return all rows. Let's try to see if this works. So let's review the header search input. It looks like it's taking the value in search input from state. It's building the query, searching across all the columns, and then filter it down to it. So this looks good. Let's approve the change and let's test it. So now if I say John, hit enter, it filters by John. If I click John, it'll filter down the second table. Let's clear it and see all the results. Now let's search by Alice with a substring, and it also works. Okay, so I've implemented search. So now I can get all my customers, I can search for them, then I can see all the orders associated with that. Now what I want to do is if I click on this orders and I click on send order message, for now I just want to pass all of this data into a Slack message to the right team member. So let's implement that. Let's go back to edit, click on the prompt again, and let's just say when the user clicks on button 1, send a Slack message containing the data in the selected row in table 2. And that's all we need. Okay, perfect. Approve changes. And now let's preview our app. So I'm going to just select this row and I'm going to click on send order message, and I should see a Slack message here with all the order information. And so that's it. Now if I choose a different one and click send order, I'll get another Slack message with that order detail. So I can search for someone, I can see all the orders associated with this user, and then I can click on to send a message to Slack. And that's it. That's Dropbase. Thank you.